Colorado Opportunity Scholarship Initiative, or as we say, COSI, awarded $15 million across the state. Unfortunately, this pandemic had a serious impact on many people. We had high unemployment and people lost their jobs. And this program allows them to get back on a new path with new credentials, maybe upskill, and change their trajectory. And by doing so, it changes the trajectory for the state. The economic recovery through these dollars helps the state and helps the individuals.
You are never too old to go back to school.
Looking at resumes. I have been in admissions for 22 years, and even though COVID was horrific, I have never seen the opportunities also that this grant has brought to students. We've already had at least 98 graduate, and we have 122 coming up in this May.
At the factory that I used to work at, I was locked down on the line. So I am a first-generation college student. Without the COSI grant, I probably would not be in college. I'd probably be looking for a job somewhere else and not doing something that I actually enjoy.
The goal is to remove barriers and make it more affordable for Coloradans to earn their industry-recognized credential or degree.
I love taking my pharmacy technician courses through WCCC. There's such a demand for pharmacy techs. Say hi! I had my daughter and 4 grandkids move back in with us at the beginning of COVID. She lost her housing. When you go from 2 people in a house to 7 people in a house, there's a lot more expenses. And so by getting the grant, really helped out a lot. I've really been thankful for that. I love working at Sam's. I love the people I work with. They've been lenient with my schedule. If I have tests to study for, I can get the time off to do that. It's a give-give. So right now I'm making $17 an hour at Sam's, and when I finish my schooling and get my certification, I will go up between $20 and $22 an hour. I've done this on my own. You know, I looked into it going back to school on my own. I've done this whole process with a lot of support, but it's all been because of me, because I pushed for it, and I deserve this.
Participants receive financial support and the wraparound support services with a navigator to guide them.
I can meet with a student on Monday for an intake session, about 30 minutes of their time, and by the end of the week, confirm with financial aid that I've issued and allocated their scholarship to be received by the following Monday. One of the main things that I have my students agree with me on is if I'm willing to support and offer this scholarship, then you're willing to do the work to be successful in class. And so that's the skin in the game I look for.
This grant has really, really changed my life for the better, academically and in my personal life. So I thank you so much, because it's very challenging being an adult learner, but this program gives us hope.
I never really thought that at this point in my life I would be back enrolled in college and doing so well. I've been able to maintain a straight A average. I came down with COVID-19, and I've been suffering from long COVID since then. And then I also lost my job, which was at a small accounting firm, at the beginning of the pandemic as well. And we have 3 children. We've always gone out to dinner for their report cards when they got good grades, and so we've been doing that for me too, and it's meant a lot. Sorry. Learning is worth it, and you know, it is work, but the work is its own reward.
Through this program, we anticipate the completion of 4,000 credentials or degrees by June of 2024.
So I'm working my way through college on my own with work studies and whatever opportunities I can find on campus. I wasn't able to work for the school during the pandemic, so this Back to Work program was a significant aid in being able to pay for my own schooling.
Good hand! Ever since I first got the grant, it's allowed me to focus more on school, so because of that, I've been able to accomplish better grades. Given that I want to go to a top medical school, it's going to cost quite a bit of money. I don't come from money. I'm going to have to rely on a lot of other scholarships, grants, and loans. And because of this one, it's going to allow me to have less stress on my shoulders.
When I was a student, I came back in my 40s. I received a COSI scholarship 3 years ago, and that scholarship really helped motivate me to continue working hard and to graduate. There are often challenges that non-traditional students come up against when coming back into higher education. Having had that experience myself really helps me be able to understand where my students are struggling, why they might be struggling, and how to help them through that.
We're very thankful to the federal government for providing these recovery dollars so that we can use them in an initiative like COSI, which has a local impact for economic recovery for the state.